Hi everybody! It's Tech Tip Tuesday at the Lexus Virtual Classroom, and today we're getting back to basics, and I am going to teach you all about using your Bluetooth connected phone in your Lexus. Come on, let's learn together. We're going to check out a variety of different examples of phone setups across the Lexus lineup. Just keep in mind, phones can be very different from one another. iPhones compared to Android phones, who your cell phone provider is, even what country you live in can impact how your phone behaves in your vehicle. So the key with all technology, stay flexible. Learn about how your phone behaves in your vehicle, and then make the most of whatever features you have. Step 1, let's pair your phone. Press Menu, come to Setup, Bluetooth, and when it lets you know that there aren't any devices registered, click Yes. Now, come to your phone. Go to Settings, look for your Bluetooth connection. Make sure Bluetooth is turned on, and then look for the pop-up for the name of the device on your vehicle. In this case, I'm in a Lexus ES. Click right on the words Lexus ES, click Pair, and then just follow the prompts to allow the settings that you prefer. Allow for your contacts to transfer, allow for your call history. If you're using an Android phone, you will get additional prompts about messaging. For an iPhone, you'll have a message on the screen, and then you can come to the information menu and then turn on show notifications, and that will allow text messaging. You can add additional devices by clicking Add Device. If you have multiple devices paired to the vehicle, click Preferred Device Settings and turn Preferred Device Settings on. That will allow you to choose a preferred phone. So if you click on the phone, you'll see a list of all of your devices, and then you can click up or down to put your primary phone in the number 1 spot. That means when you have all phones in the vehicle, the phone in the number 1 spot is the one that's going to connect as the phone for phone calls. You can do the same for preferred audio players. So if you have music from a compatible device and you have multiple devices connected, you can select which one that you want to automatically be connected when all devices are in the vehicle. Push and go back. Anytime you get a new phone, even if it's the exact same phone number, doesn't make a difference. You want to remove the connection for the old phone. In fact, you want to remove the phone connection from the car and the car connection from the phone. So you would just follow the steps to remove the device on the vehicle. You would click Yes. And then in your smartphone, you would come to the settings for the pairing of your device and look for the words Forget this device or Unpair. Once you've removed the car from the phone and the phone from the car, then you can pair your new device. Or if you're having trouble with an existing device, you can repair it and give it a fresh Bluetooth connection. That solves lots of Bluetooth problems. There are a few different ways to access the phone in your Lexus. Let's start by pressing the menu button. You can highlight the word phone and then come up to the sub-menu for call history, favorites, contacts, a keypad, and messages if you've turned your texting on. Simply click down on any one of those items. Another option, push menu. Click right down on phone and you'll see the same menu items and more pop up on the left side. So we have our call history again, favorites, contacts, keypad. Here you can also select a device. So remember, if you have multiple devices connected, you can just toggle through if you need to switch which one is actively connected. You can also shortcut to add a device right in this submenu. Keep in mind that some of these features won't be clickable while you're driving. As we drive, you'll see the phone screen open. You'll notice that not all of the menu items are available. When I come to a stop, now they're accessible. If I open the full menu and start driving, you'll see those items gray out. So the answer, of course, voice command. You can voice command a call from any screen. Just make sure that you're using the name just as it's listed in the contact list in your telephone. Push your voice command button, wait for the beep, and then say call and give the name of the person. Call Xander Mobile.
Calling.
If your volume is too low, first turn it up on your smartphone. The Bluetooth phone volume is separate and independent from the other volumes on the vehicle. Then you can adjust it on the car for better sound quality. If I had multiple phone numbers for that contact, I could have said, call Xander home, call Xander mobile, call Xander work. You get the idea. A shortcut is to push your telephone icon on your steering wheel. Depending on the setup of your vehicle, it will open your phone screen on your large display, or you might see a call history pop-up on your multi-information display. Use the arrows to move up or down the list and push the OK button to call the highlighted contact, or push the telephone button to call the last number dialed at the top of the list. Push again to hang up. If you push the telephone button on the steering wheel and it goes immediately to call history, note that a second push of the button will call your last dialed number. That's a great way to quickly call someone back if your call was disconnected. In earlier year Lexus models, pressing the telephone off hook button on the steering wheel called your most recent call and opened your telephone screen on the main screen. In more recent years, that feature has changed, and on certain vehicles, it's customizable. Some of the newer Lexus vehicles will allow you to turn that feature on in setup. Generally, if you have a vehicle that has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you'll also have the capability of customizing what the steering wheel off hook or telephone button opens when you press it. Press Menu, come to Setup, Phone, Notifications and Display. Then scroll down and look for Phone Operation using Steering Wheel. You can choose to have it on the main display or the meter display. Meter is going to allow the telephone icon to access call history on your instrument panel. And now we're getting a phone call, so I can answer from the steering wheel or from the screen. So whenever you get an incoming call, you always have an opportunity to decline that call. So if you want to send it straight to voicemail, that's really easy to do. On this version, when you go to full screen and you're in a phone call, you have a dial pad at the top, transmit volume, mute, and then the option to mute navigation, and then handset mode at the bottom in case you want to speak privately on your handheld device, as long as it's safe to do so. I can have the system read the text just by pushing Read.
Going great. Thanks.
If we're in motion, we're not going to see the words of the text, we're just going to hear the message. If we send a text through Bluetooth, the functionality is a little bit different than what texting is like with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and even the Siri Mobile Assistant. Let me show you what happens when you text with Bluetooth, depending on the type of phone that you have and the type of vehicle that you're driving. Send a text to Ava.
Which quick reply message do you want to send to Ava Mobile? Say next page for more items.
Number 5.
Send the reply, I'm on my way to Ava.
Yes.
Sending your message.
That's really more about an urgent way to send a text message. You do have to either be familiar with the quick replies, or you have to be able to quickly and safely scan the quick reply. When your vehicle is stopped, if you click on the word reply, you'll open the quick reply or quick message menu item. You can edit and customize any of the items that have the little pencil icon. When I sent that text by voice command, it automatically opened the messaging part of my phone feature. To go back to the phone, I can either push the telephone button on the steering wheel or click on phone in the menu. Safety, of course, is the number one priority. If you can safely do voice commands, do voice commands. If not, drive now, text later. If you have a Lexus with the Siri Mobile Assistant and you've paired an iPhone to your vehicle through Bluetooth, you can push and hold the telephone off hook button for texting with Siri. Send a text to Xander.
What do you want to say?
Hey, how's it going?
Your message to Xander says, hey, how's it going? Ready to send it?
Yes.
Okay, it's sent.
I can have the system read the text just by pushing read.
Going great. Thanks.
If we're in motion, we're not going to see the words of the text, we're just going to hear the message. Keep in mind, we're talking specifically about using the Bluetooth connection for your smartphone. If you're using Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you're going to override that Bluetooth connection while your device is connected for those features. If you need help with Apple CarPlay, make sure to check out this video. It's linked in the description below. Well, I hope that answers your questions about how to use your smartphone in your Lexus. Thanks so much for subscribing. Don't forget to hit that bell so that you can be notified when we release our next tech tip video. We'll see you next time.